Hey there and welcome back to Valley por Vida. Now let's talk about the National Bobblehead Hall of Fame and Museum. See, their team recently added the first Ketanji Brown Jackson bobblehead to their collection of 16 additional justices. They're also releasing a first series of publicly available Supreme Court bobbleheads, and that project includes every single current justice as well as many former ones. It's just a fun way to honor history while still preserving the fun of it all. So we went ahead and caught up with the co-founder and CEO of the company to learn more about what they've recently released, as well as what we can look forward to in future collections.
Yeah, so we're always coming up with ideas for new bobbleheads. In addition to having the museum in Milwaukee, we produce and sell bobbleheads, and we released first bobblehead of Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson, and we're excited to have that bobblehead coming out pretty soon here. They're actually just arriving and going out to people, and it's our third Supreme Court Justice bobblehead and features Justice Brown Jackson on the Supreme Court base.
Feel free to check out bobbleheads of all the justices, plus many more figures, and of course, create a custom one for yourself, a friend, or a loved one. And we've actually got another cool thing for you to check out, but here in the Rio Grande Valley. We're talking about the Brownsville Museum of Fine Art. It's actually got a very unique history to it. See, in 1935, around the era of the Great Depression, a group of 8 females started meeting with one another on a regular basis, just for fun, to discuss their passion for and appreciation for art. They ended up calling these meetings the Brownsville Art League, and later it was joined by males, students, and of course even young students of the Brownsville and the Matamoros and other nearby valley communities. Then later in the 1960s, one of their members decided to create a building that was intended to house permanent art collections, and she was so dedicated to the idea that the design was fireproof and even equipped with air conditioning. Of course, this ended up being the new meeting place for the league, and then in 2002, the group changed their name officially to what we know today as the Brownsville Museum of Fine Art. And around that time is when the facility developed and then began opening educational and entertaining exhibits for the public. And since then, it's received so much community support, as well as support from well-known public figures and leaders, which is great because it's definitely a space that helps to provide a family-friendly learning environment, mixed in, of course, with a little bit of fun. In fact, today it's directly located in the very heart of the Midi Cultural District in downtown Brownsville, and it's open to anyone who wants to just get inspired by, learn from, and take in creativity and imagination, make it all come to life. Their team now really focuses not only on art education, but on cultural enrichment, and they even have different programs for kiddos and their families, meant to develop their understanding of art and history for it. And since their endeavors are ever evolving, we're so happy to aid in announcing that their team is holding the Revolution in the Fields Dolores Huerta event. It's all about Dolores's leading role in the farm workers movement, and it's even been featured in the Smithsonian traveling exhibition there at the museum. Now, the great thing here is that even though it's opened in July, and it opened back then in July, it's actually going to remain open until October the 1st. So there are plenty of chances for you to take the family, and our team dropped by their location for some insight into all of this amazing news, plus more.
Hi, I'm Deyanira Ramirez, Executive Director of the Brownsville Museum of Fine Art. Currently, the museum is presenting a new exhibit, Dolores Huerta. Dolores Huerta exhibition is regarding the rights that Dolores fight for the farmers workers. Back on the 60s, she was putting together a lot of people, and she met with Cesar Chavez, and both together were fighting for the rights for the people to receive fair payment for their duties that they were doing at that time. So what we want is to invite all the community to come down to the Brownsville Museum and experience this beautiful exhibition. It's going to stay with us through October the 1st. The whole community, we're open to Mexico and United States, so we would like to receive a lot of visitors downtown here at the museum. We're open Monday through Saturdays, 10 to 4. So our plan is for next month to bring down to Brownsville Dolores Huerta in person. She is willing to give a talk for the community, and the exhibit closes on October the 1st.
They've always got unique workshops, classes, exhibits, and more for you and the family to check out. So be sure to visit their website for all the details and, of course, have fun. All right, well, that's all our time for now, but thanks again so much for joining us today, and be sure to tune in again next time because we'll have a lot more in store for you on Valley por Vida. We'll see you then.